Good afternoon, everyone. I warmly welcome all of you to the info session of CPM Management Research Forum 2024, organized by the Institute of Chartered Professional Managers of Sri Lanka. Today, we hope to give some clarifications about our Management Research Forum in line with the scope. Of course, you can post your questions via chat box. Those will be answered by our panel. Today, we have invited Dr. Samantha Ratnayaka, Chairman of CPM Management Research Forum 2024 and the Governing Council member of CPM Sri Lanka and Senior Faculty of Postgraduate Institute of Management Sri Lanka to give an overview of the CPM Management Research Forum 2024. We have also invited Mr. Anuruddha Gamage, Head of the Technical Committee of CPM Management Research Forum 2024 and a fellow member of CPM Sri Lanka, who is the Head and General Manager HR and Corporate Sustainability, Harris Plantation and Canley Plantation PLC, to explain about the technical guidelines. The formal proceedings, may I invite the founder and president of CPM Sri Lanka, Professor Lakshman R. Watawala, for the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dilshan. Let me welcome all for the CPM Management Research Forum 2024. And today we have the committee that is organizing this, and I'm happy to see Dr. Samantha Ratnayaka, who is the chairman of the CPM Management Research Forum 2024 and a member of the Governing Council of Chartered Professional Managers of Sri Lanka. We also have our Governing Council member, Mr. Hennayaka Bandara, who is present here. Then also Mr. Anuruddha Gamage, who is the head of the Technical Committee of this research forum. Then Mr. Samira Senrat, Assistant Vice President Sales of the NDB, the gold winner last year, who will be making a presentation, our director, Mr. Dilshan Alskuratna, and also the other members and the participants who are present here to get the details of the Research Forum 2024. So the title of this is Achieving Business and Institutional Growth through Insightful Research. So I'm sure that our chairman of the research committee, Dr. Samantha Ratnayaka, and the technical committee chairman will be able to give you more details of what is required from your side. Now, as far as the chartered professional managers are concerned, we are a national professional body which is really involved in the management profession. So when you say management, it encompasses, it's a multidisciplinary field where many professionals can join our forum. So, or our professional body. So we are very happy that there are many who are involved with us. And the topic is also meant for those who are in the industry and commerce, then also those who are in the government sector, and also we have very many who are from the academia who are doing research work. So this is something very important, and especially I think we have been able to promote those in the industry and commerce also to get into this field. So that's another new area, because from the research work they will be able to really gain quite a lot, not only for themselves but also for the institution that they are serving. So that's one area that would be good. And of course we have a very eminent panel of evaluators, as I said, led by our chairman and the chairman technical committee, who will be going through all these reports and in different stages where they will take it up. Now, one matter that I thought I'll just keep with you all, which I will be later discussing with the chairman, Dr. Samantha Ratnayaka, that is because we are members of what is called the Association of Management Development Institutions in South Asia. And if you look at all the member bodies in different countries do also hold various research forums. So we are also one of the bodies that are conducting these research forums, and we welcome the foreign participants also for this research forum. But in addition to that, I was thinking that we may also look at as to how our members who are participating in this research forum could be also rewarded by we will be able to get them to also submit research papers for the foreign universities and business schools that are having research forum. And this would enable us to maybe the best report, the one who wins the gold and is the most outstanding report that is there, which we will be able to maybe work with the member bodies and maybe sponsor one candidate to go and present a paper in one of these forums. So I thought, Dr. Samantha, that this might be something that might be of interest, and maybe we can work on it and then see how that this could also be an encouragement for more and more of our researchers to join our forum so that they will have an opportunity to go overseas and also present papers. So I'm sure that all of you would really take a keen interest in this, and all details would be given by the chairman of the forum and also by the technical committee, and I'm sure the secretariat led by Mr. Dilshan Alskuratna will be able to support you in all measures. So once again, thanking the chairman of the research forum, Dr. Samantha, and also the technical committee. I would wish you all the very best, and that we like to see that when we have the final sessions, that we will all be there to celebrate your success and also to select one project which we will be able to sponsor to go overseas and participate in a foreign country. Thank you and all the very best.
Professor, addressing us and giving your blessings to the success of this forum. So before we move to the technical guidelines explanations, we have a special segment today. For that, we have invited Mr. Samir Senrath, Assistant Vice President Sales, National Development Bank PLC. Mr. Senrath will share his honest thought and feedback as the gold medal winner of Corporate and Industry Case Studies category of the last year CPM Management Research Forum. So you can see all highlights and the publication of our previous forum in our official website www.cpmsrilanka.org. So where you will impress and you will get understand what kind of forum and the way we organize this forum. So with that, let me invite Mr. Samir Senrath to deliver his presentation. Over to you, Mr. Samir.
All right. Thank you so much, Dilshan, for that introduction. And also Professor Watawala, Dr. Samantha Ratnayaka, Mr. Anuruddha Gamage, Mr. Hennayaka, and my fellow researchers who are eagerly waiting to get information and details about the CPM Research Forum for 2024. I warmly welcome all of you, and it is actually, need not to say, it is indeed a pleasure and a joyous moment for me, as much as I won the gold medal, also to come and have a discussion with you to share my experience as to what I went through within the last 1 year or so after becoming the gold medal winner of the CPM Research Forum that was conducted in 2023 under the category of corporate industry case study. So first and foremost, I think I'll be fail in my duties if I don't thank this humble gentleman, Professor Watawala, for his initiation, for his thoughts and aspiration to bring upcoming professionals, corporate world professionals like us, to these kind of forums to basically link with academia and to sort out corporate issues and to take us to this professional level, which I believe that we really need in the corporate sector very much nowadays in our country. So thank you, Professor Watawala, for all the efforts that you have taken so far to basically take up the CPA to this level. Uh, Having said that, you might wonder, what a person from a corporate entity, from a bank, from a banking background, led me to do a research. Well, what we actually thought was like, as most of you all know, in the corporate world, when you have an issue, you go to the boardroom with few set of data, and then you try to, discuss with your colleagues, discuss with your superiors, and then try to sort out an issue. But instead, the route that I took with regards to, carrying out a proper research and then coming out with the data and coming out with the solutions actually gave us insights or details which we never thought of going into. To be honest, the solution for the problem, the corporate actual problem that we had, the solution that I was able to bring in onto the table with regards to the research that I conducted was practical, was implementable, and then also it gave us desired results that we were looking forward for. So, my friends, those who are eagerly waiting to present your case studies or your research at the upcoming CPM forum, I would say that if you're in a position to make a practical, impactable research, the sky is going to be the limit. So, I mean, at the corporate level, at the bank, when I implemented this, it was an eye opener for most of the corporate members. And now, at my bank, the bank that I'm working for right now, it has become a little norm to basically, take the research approach when you have a problem to resolve. So, thanks to CPM Research Forum that this was brought up, and then we were able to bring it to light. I also will not, or rather, I will fail in my duties if I don't thank Dr. Samantha Ratnayaka, who inspired me to take on this research journey from my education background as well. So, Dr. Samantha, thank you so much for all the insights, assistance, support that you have given me throughout this research journey. And also, I wish to say that during the last year's forum, I could not join the info session, but I, of course, went through the video recording that was on YouTube before submitting my papers. So I was inspired by what the details that was brought in by Mr. Dilshan, as well as the details that were technical details that were given by Mr. Anuruddha last year, and also the comments that was made by Dr. Samantha to bring my research to the forum. And I was delighted to present it. And then, that gave me the thinking of basically being a corporate member. That gave me the vision always to think in a research background and to bring in solutions to these researchers or other problems, day-to-day problems that we face. I'm indeed, I'm contemplating or thinking again with the comments what Professor made today, whether to submit another paper for this time, because of the rewards that Professor was talking about, which I believe it's going to open many more doors for me if I'm also able to secure this time around. Let's see. But however, I think the networking ability, the connectivities that I got thanks to CPM, which is one of the professional bodies, one of the most recognized professional bodies in Sri Lanka today, has paved way for me to, not even build my connection within my circle, but beyond my circle, and then take my corporate career to the next level. So I humbly request all my colleagues who are eagerly waiting here to get to know more about the research forum and what it can make you change, to go through the details, and with enthusiastically, and then with courage to finish your research and to submit the papers. I'm sure it'll be a rewarding journey. It'll be a rewarding career, and I'm looking forward for all the support that I got. Probably will be given to you as well. So thank you so much once again, Professor Vatawala, for the opportunity. Dr. Samantha, Mr. Anuruddha, and Mr. Dilshan for all your support at CPM to make this journey worthwhile one for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sinarath, for sharing your experience and for your courtesy, which is very inspiring for other participants as well. Thanks again. All right, moving to next, may I invite Dr. Samantha Ratnayaka to give an overview of the CPM Management Research Forum 2024. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, so thank you very much. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Lakshman Vatawala, the technical head, Mr. Anuruddha Gamage, other governing council members, including Mr. Yanaka Bandara, Director CPM, Mr. Senrat, thank you very much for those kind words, and that's a clear endorsement of what we are doing, and all the other members. So within next few minutes, my task is as the this Education Research Development Committee Chair in terms of the Management Research Forum point of view, as a chair. So I want to connect a few things what the professor has outlined. So first of all, thank you, Professor, for giving that the big picture outline in terms of the way forward from a CPM point of view, because as an institutional point of view, this is an integrative management body. So large number of professionals from diverse sectors who have gathered to keep their connection, upliftment, develop, and taking the management profession to the next level. And end of the day, in essence, doing excellence in their respective management disciplines. So having said that, among other key priorities, so one of the committees that CPM has entrusted or assigned rather to look at this education, research and development. So we call ERD committee. So by itself, the research area is the focus here for this management research forum. So when it comes to the institutional responsibility in terms of the management profession, we have a implicit task of engaging in professional development. So in this case, the profession development and opening it up to the next level and going for multiple other vistas. So in that light, one of the professional body, the knowledge practice comes in line with research. So research is, we are going to see in new lens, new angle. We are going to research, we are going to replicate, we are going to see that the knowledge elsewhere to embed to our context and see comparatively, look at what we are doing rather than just responding inside out. We want to get the outside in perspectives and shaping and aligning our practices, then our inside out approaches are better. So having said that, we want to look at as a professional body, what is our role? So if you look at this research with the prominence in importance in terms of the social research, so which I have been telling the last 2 years in line with this forum, the social research does not directly looking at a problem solving, but it studies, it explores in whatever the research format about the knowledge in terms of the implications, in terms of the practical, social, conceptual, theoretical implications to solve problem, which enables, which translate knowledge into practice. In terms of particularly a corporate world is concerned, as Mr. Senarath very clearly articulated, there are enough number of problems, challenges. So even Mr. Anuruddha Gamage is one of the award winners. I think number of years he has been involved in. So this year he has been taking this role. So thank you, Anuruddha, for taking up this technical head position to give that experience to the corporate world. So by looking at what Mr. Senarath has said into the context, so they solve these problems. So they have good cases from an institutional point of view, best management practices, some other real critical issues which they are entangling. So in those encountering cases would lead to, from those cases, they lead to solutions, because otherwise businesses can't run, organizations can't run. So the public sector to private sector to other diverse sectors are doing this as a practice. So the general psyche is, in most cases, this social research domain, where mainly in the university circle, so there are a lot of research forums. So research forums are confined to broadly just paper submissions and giving it to like presenting it, giving it to a review committee, they review and present it, and they get a certificate. Or in addition to that, there are other inter alia benefits, such as good for their promotions, good for their the research depth index upliftment, and so on. But in terms of the value creation point of view, that is what the corporate sector is looking at. So what is our intervention? So this is where we want to coin this as a management research forum. And in this forum, while having that social research components also some room, but predominantly we want to encourage corporate to come forward, multiple public sector, semi-government sector, other institutions to come forward and showcase their best practices, best learning solutions. And those solutions are not just telling a story. This is about the problem and analyzing that problem knowledge by bringing outside in knowledge, established research knowledge, which is available already. So once it is embedded with the practice, the theory and practice, it has a rich picture and outlook, which they can put it to a corporate world to learn, that means grasp and learn, and go and practice in their respective business settings. So that's the overall purpose. So therefore, our sincere intention is that bringing a couple of key research studies, findings into the forum, and we want to invite corporate to come, our members to come and join with us and listen to this and get those learning into practice in their respective organizations. So thereby, we want to uplift the profession. So from this Forum 1 to 2022, and the last year, particularly 2023, we saw a distinct like upliftment in those cases, including Mr. Samira's one. So similarly, we do expect this year, there are similar such cases would come, they would present, and we are encouraging, we are inviting you to come forward and showcase. So this is the role of CPM in terms of professional intervention to get the research popularized, get the knowledge appreciated, and making those knowledge translation process more vibrant, robust process for corporate to follow, thereby to make their work ease, at the same time uplift the profession, uplift their value creation process. So in all, what Professor has added, I think another impetus into the context, like he want to take this into the Association of Management Development in South Asia, because he is one of the past presidents and we have all the connections. The CPM is part of this large network. So that would be a huge encouragement for some of the best ones are opening up and connecting to the international arena also. So thank you, Professor, for such fascinating ideas coming forward, kind of initiatives coming forward. So with that, let me conclude while allowing my colleague, Mr. Gamage, to take the technical process. But even though he's highlighting one important thing, I want to tell that this forum, not only submitting a paper, so we review the paper and we allow the participants to make a presentation in front of a panel. So the 6-7 member panel would judge, and based on the highest average, the best papers would be selected based on that to showcase in December. So therefore, so it has a showcasing learning opportunity as well as a clear recognition, of course, certificate and the book and the other, the whole set of benefits also ensured in this process. So it's a rich basket. So let's try to get this sincere objective into the next level. So with that, let me conclude. Over to you, Mr. Dilshan. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Samantha, for your comprehensive explanation. A gentle reminder to our audience, please send your questions if you have any sort of clarification via our chat box. Our panel is ready to answer, give the clarifications as much as possible. So moving to the next item on the agenda, I would invite Mr. Anuruddha Gamage to explain the technical guidelines of the forum. Over to you, Mr. Gamage.
Thank you, Dilshan, and very good evening to all of you all, and really warmly welcome again to CPM Research Forum 2024. As Professor mentioned, and also the Dr. Samantha really elaborated frequently that the advantages of this forum to industries and the professionals. So my role today is to explain the technical guidelines of CPM Research Forum 2024 on the theme of achieving business and institutional growth through insightful research. So let me take through you the brief of the technical guidelines. This year we have 5 categories, as Dr. Samantha mentioned, that we have gone beyond the boundaries of the general focus of research, that is the social research towards going beyond that towards more critically to get involved with the industrial research areas as well. So we have included all those current topics, current areas into the research paradigm. Now we have 5 categories: corporate and industry case studies, digital literacy, that is one of the key drive towards the successful of future industries, and also the current emerging topic, the ESG, the sustainability initiatives into the corporate world. So category 3 represent the ESG, and category 4 is the applied research papers and projects, and also we have given category 5 for other key players of the industries. And the papers is really open for all professionals and research scholars and practitioners in Sri Lanka, as well as Professor Vatawala mentioned clearly that this is open for overseas applicants as well. So as Dr. Samantha repeatedly mentioned, this is a sustainable knowledge management platform where you can share your best practices and where the key findings from the end of the research forum. The sharing is the most important thing. The upcoming new knowledge is being shared with among the other key players. So we are encouraging the local as well as overseas participants this year. The participants are required to showcase their insightful research findings relating to industry or corporate cases which demonstrates company or the success stories of an organization or in the business. Moving forward, so there are we have categorized some of the key topics of interest, but surely make a note that we are not limited to these mentioned topic of interest. So you can think of the thinking paradigm is so expanded, so you can think more than this, where you are really interested and you are capable of So based on that, you can submit your papers. So this is basically the selection process. And initially, the first step is that you need to submit the papers, your synopsis. The second level is the expert panel, the blind reviews, evaluations, desk reviews. And we'll be selecting 25 papers under each category from the first round. And the second round is by evaluation by an expert panel, is a presentation evaluation of selected papers, shortlisted studies. It's a virtual in virtual mode. The forum day will be showcasing the best 5 papers under each category on the event day. So on the initial submission, you need to be very concerned on the critical guidelines. That is, the participants to send papers containing 2,500 to 3,000 words, including abstract, executive summary. And we are expecting the papers via electronic platforms. In MS Word format, we have given all the details. I'm not going to read out each and every word. The screen is clear that the clear submission guidelines is here. Special note has to be made that the paper format is really important. Since we need to evaluate on a common platform, so all the paper paper submissions has to be on a common framework. So the paper format is really important. That should include the abstract, executive summary, and we have given the word count, that is 300 words, including maximum 5 keywords. And the research, the study background, problem identification, objectives, and also the literature review. And we need to highlight the appropriateness of the methodology, and more importantly, the key findings and analysis, where you will add new knowledge into the existing paradigm. So, and finally, the implications is really important. Moving forward, if I elaborate a little bit more on the general guidelines, especially on the abstract executive summary submission process, the final papers must be, as I mentioned, the 2,500 to 3,000 range of word, a single space, and also papers should be completed in my MS Word 2000 or higher version and typed on standard A4 paper, single space. And the title and auditors, the name, designation, affiliation is mandatory. The font of all text should be in Arial, Calibri, Times New Roman 12-point font. And main headings and subheadings should be bold. The paper margins, we have clearly mentioned here, that is 1 inch from the top edge and 1 inch from margin in both sides and bottom of the page. And also the all text should be justified. And also we have given the guidelines on the tables, figures, and illustrations as well. And more importantly, the reference should be complete in all respect, with authors arranged alphabetically following conventional citations. We request authors to follow the APA style developed by the American Psychological Association. So that is general important guideline that all the papers should follow. So this is the marking framework on the blind review, the desk review. The first round's selection will be on 6 assessment criteria, where we are going to evaluate the research, the study background, problem analysis, objectives, that we have allocated 10 marks for that. And literature review, that is your conceptual clarity and theoretical support, knowledge base. So we have allocated 10 marks for that. And the third criteria is the appropriateness of the methodology, the method, sampling techniques, approach taken, that is 10 marks. And more importantly, the key findings and analysis, that is the most important pillar on the mark allocation. We have allocated 40 marks, why I'm briefing these things, so you can concentrate more on the high value areas, high value criteria for you to score more, and add value into the final research outcomes. And also implications, the managerial, practical, social, etc., etc. So we have allocated 20 marks for that. And the novelty of the study paper, and which explain the clarity of expression and reliability, readability, that we allocated 10 marks. So that's how the 100 marks comes to the blind reviews, the DEX review process, the first round selection. And moving forward, the second level of evaluation, that is presentation evaluation, we have allocated time allocation is 20 minutes per paper, and that has been divided into 10 minutes presentation time plus 10 minutes Q&A time. All paper presenters have to present uh, the time shared appropriately among all presenters is 1 to 3 presenters range, and also dress code of his satire. And also all presenters should have to be present in the given time slot by the CPM Sri Lanka. So that we will, through CPM Secretariat, we will inform the time slot. So all the presenters has to be present in the given time slot. And presentation soft copy should be submitted to CPM Sri Lanka Secretariat before the presentation to check the compatibility. So those are the presentation guidelines, and you can see on the screen again the 6 assessment criteria, the presentation evaluation that will be, as I mentioned previously, in virtual mode, where we have given the marks allocation also on each assessment criteria. That is again the research and research background, problem identification, objectives development, allocated 10 marks. More specifically, literature review, that we have given 10 marks, and appropriateness of the methodology, 10 marks. Again, the key findings and analysis, more importantly, the 40 marks, and also implications, that is, we have allocated 20 marks. And finally, the effectiveness of the study, the paper, 10 marks. So you need to concentrate, pay more attention on the critical areas. So the forum day, we are showcasing the best papers on each category. And also after that, follow with the presentation of awards. So important deadlines, you have to be make a critical note that the call for papers, the registrations will be on till 1st August 2024. So still in the process, you can register yourself, and also please share among your industry peers and colleagues more widely. Give this message to them as well to come and showcase their research work. And the paper submission, we have given the time till 10th October. And between 10th October to 31st October period is the evaluation period. So we will be announcing the acceptance of paper notification by 31st of October 2024. We have scheduled tentatively the presentation timeline, that is from 15th to 25th November 2024. And finally, the forum day will be on 12th December 2024. So those are the basic guidelines, technical guidelines on my end. And here you can see the registration fees and all, because we have this time, we are really encouraging the foreign participants as well. So we have given those pay details as well. And if there are anything more than this, you can anytime contact Mr. Dilshan Arsakularatna, the director of CPM Sri Lanka, and this secretariat, the co-secretary of CPM Management Research Forum 2024, Mr. Isurudis Dasanayak from CPM Secretariat. You can get more information on this. So thank you very much for listening to me, and wish you all the very best, and we'll have a very successful research forum. We'll add really a definite value into the national grid. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gamagi, for the technical guideline explanation, so which are very vital for our participants today. And also this video recorded version is available for the use of people who missed this opportunity, also for the further references of our participants. So therefore, the CPM Secretariat, soon after this forum session, so we will upload it to our YouTube channel, and also we will send it by email. The link you will be get very soon after this session. So with that, let me move to the final item of the agenda. Now it's time for the Q&A, the final item of the agenda. So almost we have a question, and I request all participants to post your questions our chat box. If you have, this is the good opportunity to clarify if there's anything, because our expert panel they're ready to answer all these questions. So we have a question, Dr. Samantha, from Mr. Madhura Gamage. Dr. Samantha, are you willing to take up this question from Mr. Madhura Gamage? Category for the introducing a new concept that has the potential to revolutionize the way we think about and manage organization, which describes new model framework of operation that promote unity, efficiency, and sustainability.
Right. I think Mr. Gamage, you also can help me. Like this, we can consider this under any other the fifth category, no?
As well, and also if it is a new concept which is really have a great impact on the business, and we can even think of the category number 1 as well, corporate and industry case studies.
Yeah. If the idea is that if the concept is coming purely new, then we can put it there. But if it is already implemented, tested, and you got some clear results, because you can talk about output outcome, then we can put under category 1.
Thank you, Dr. Samant. I hope answer is clear. If further clarification, please audience inbox your questions. So we are ready to answer. So according to the given time frame, we are on time, but we are still having few more minutes. We are ready to answer if there's any questions from the audience.
Good for you to tell about the closing dates and by what date they must submit, no?
Yes.
Mr. Dilshan, you can display those dates once again if you want.
Yes, let me share it. These details available from our website, and also let me read out the important deadlines. The call for papers actually, which is 1st of August 2024, and the registration and paper submissions. So we are expecting at least your submissions by 10th of October 2024, and then after the desk review, we will send the paper acceptance notification by 31st of October. Then the presentations, actually these are online presentations. Therefore, we will schedule it, and you will be informed in advance the date, time, and also the login details you will be get. And those presentations we have scheduled between 15th to 25th of November, and the forum day is 12th of December at VMICH with the distinguished presence, and also as our forum chairman mentioned, so we are going to invite all corporate heads and senior other corporates. In front of that, you can present your best cases at the forum day. Okay, let me again thank all our panel who are presenting here today, especially the chairman of the CPM Management Research Forum 2024, Dr. Samantha Ratnayaka, Mr. Samira Senrath, who have given kind of an overview for us, an endorsement for our research forum, and also the technical head of Mr. Anuruddha Gamage for their valuable support. And we must not forget all the blessings we are getting from our founder and president of the institute, Professor Lakshman Narwatawala. Thank you very much for your distinguished presence, and also the participants. Thank you very much. And special notice for the audience, you could refer all these related details from our website, official website of CPM Sri Lanka, www.cpmsrilanka.org, or contact our office on note 1125909995, or we have a dedicated mobile number, note 706590995, and we are happy to assist you. So we are willing to give what the necessary details expecting from our participants. We will also upload the recorded version of this session for your further information, and also for the use of persons who missed this session. So our sincere thanks to again the panel here today, and again our special thank to founder and president of the institute, Professor Watawala, and all our governing council members for their blessings and the valuable guidance. With that, while we are wishing a pleasant evening, we are signing off from the Secretariat of CPM Sri Lanka. Thank you very much.